Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. The San Francisco 49ers, a team known for their relentless defense and innovative offense, are once again at the center of a whirlwind of news that could shake their entire season. The headlines are heavy and the stakes are high. As we all know, this team has been a powerhouse in recent years, consistently competing at the highest level and aiming for that coveted Super Bowl crown. But as always, the NFL is a league of unpredictable twists and turns, and this week, the Niners are facing some serious adversity. First, let's talk about the most significant blow, the injury that has sent shockwaves through the team. Nick Bosa, the star edge rusher, the player who has been the anchor of the 49ers pass rush since he arrived, is officially done for the season. That's right, Bosa tore his ACL during the Week 3 victory over the Arizona Cardinals, a game that was already tight and tense, with the 49ers eking out a 16-15 win. Now, losing a player like Bosa, who is widely regarded as one of the best defensive players in the league, is no small matter. It's a blow to not just the defense, but the entire team's morale and their strategic approach moving forward. Bosa's impact on the pass rush, his ability to disrupt plays, and his sheer presence on the field are irreplaceable. But it's not just Bosa. The 49ers are already missing George Kittle, their all-pro tight end, who's nursing a hamstring injury. That's a key piece to their offensive puzzle, especially in third-down conversions and red zone opportunities. Losing Kittle means fewer explosive plays and a more predictable offense, which can be a problem against tough defenses. Yet despite these injuries, the 49ers have shown resilience. They've played through adversity before, and their roster depth, coaching staff, and winning mentality are all built to withstand these setbacks. Now here's where things get even more intriguing. Just as fans were trying to process the loss of Bosa and the absence of Kittle, the league drops a bombshell. Fred Warner, the heart and soul of San Francisco's defense, has been hit with a hefty fine for his actions in Week 3. Warner, who has been the team's leading tackler with a staggering 30 tackles, along with 2 tackles for loss, 3 passes defensed, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery, is now facing a fine of over $23,000. Specifically, $23,186. And yes, that's the largest of the 20 fines issued by the NFL that week. This is a significant story because Warner is not just any player. He's the leader of this defense, a 4-time All-Pro, a Pro Bowler, and someone who's been pivotal in the team's success over the past few seasons. His impact on the field is undeniable, and his presence is critical in both stopping the run and defending the pass. For him to be fined so heavily, it raises questions about the league's stance on player safety and the use of helmets, especially in plays where the defender is making a forceful hit. The NFL has been increasingly strict about helmet hits and unnecessary roughness, aiming to protect players from serious injuries. Warner's fine, tied for the biggest of the week alongside players from other teams, indicates the league's ongoing crackdown on dangerous play. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. But here's the interesting part. Despite the fine, Warner is not expected to miss the upcoming game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's a huge relief for the 49ers, because losing Warner would be a massive blow to their defensive scheme. His leadership, communication, and instinct are vital, especially with the team now down Bosa and Kittle. Warner's ability to read plays, his tackling prowess, and his knack for making crucial turnovers are what keep the 49ers' defense among the best in the league. He has been a constant force, logging over 118 tackles in each of his NFL seasons with San Francisco, and this consistency is what makes him such a cornerstone of their defense. And let's not forget, Warner signed a 3-year, $63 million extension this past May, a clear sign of how much the team values him. His role goes beyond just making tackles. He's the quarterback of their defense, directing traffic and setting the tone for the entire unit. Without him, the 49ers would need others to step up, and that's where the coaching staff's depth and strategic adjustments come into play. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers are no strangers to adversity. Since their resurgence under head coach Kyle Shanahan, they've become known for their resilience, innovative schemes, and a roster that's capable of overcoming injuries and setbacks. They've built a culture where next man up mentality is ingrained, and players like Warner exemplify that spirit. The team's defensive line, even without Bosa, still has talented players who can generate pressure, but losing Bosa's elite pass rushing ability is a challenge that they'll need to address through schemes and effort. Meanwhile, Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense will have to find new ways to move the ball, especially with Kittle out. But the core of this team, with players like Warner leading the charge, remains formidable. This season, the NFC West has been a battleground. The Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals are all fighting for supremacy, but the 49ers have consistently been seen as the team to beat, thanks to their potent mix of defense and offense. Yet, with these injuries and the league's disciplinary actions, the landscape might be shifting just enough to give their rivals a glimmer of hope. The question is, how will Shanahan's team adapt? Will they be able to withstand the storm and keep their Super Bowl aspirations alive? That's the big storyline now. The 49ers are tested, but they've always been about resilience and innovation. Their coaching staff is known for scheming around injuries, and their players know how to step up when it matters most. Statistically, the 49ers are still among the top teams in the league. Their defense, even with the loss of Bosa, has maintained a high level of performance, thanks to players like Warner and others stepping into bigger roles. Offensively, Garoppolo has shown flashes of brilliance, though consistency remains an ongoing challenge. The team's ability to adapt and overcome injuries will be critical as they face upcoming opponents. Looking ahead, the 49ers still have a tough schedule, with games against divisional rivals and conference heavyweights. The Jaguars, who they face next, are no pushover. They have a dynamic offense led by Trevor Lawrence, and their defense has been surprisingly stout this season. The game promises to be a real test for San Francisco, especially in the absence of their key pass rusher. The coaching staff will need to innovate, perhaps relying more on linebacker Fred Warner to lead the defensive efforts, and on their secondary to step up and contain the Jaguars' receivers. And don't forget, the NFL is a league of momentum shifts. One week, everything seems to be falling into place. The next, injuries and fines threaten to derail a season. But the 49ers have a history of rallying when least expected. Their fan base, the faithful 49ers Nation, is as passionate as ever, believing that this team can overcome any obstacle. That belief is rooted in the history of the franchise, which has seen its share of adversity and come out on top. Think about their Super Bowl runs, the legendary moments, and the players who have exemplified resilience and excellence. This team, even in the face of setbacks, has the talent, the coaching, and the fighting spirit to bounce back. As we watch this season unfold, the storylines are piling up. The injury to Bosa is a huge story, but not the only one. Warner's fine, while a tough pill to swallow, doesn't seem to be derailing their plans. The team's depth, leadership, and coaching will be put to the test in the coming weeks. Fans are eager to see how they will respond, whether they can maintain their dominance, and how their young players will step up to fill the void left by their stars. It's a fascinating narrative of resilience, strategy, and grit, and one that every 49ers fan should be paying close attention to. In the grand scheme of things, this season might be remembered not just for the scoreboard or the final standings, but for how the team faced and overcame adversity. The injuries, the fines, the tough games, all of these elements make for a compelling story about a team that refuses to give up. And as they prepare for this crucial matchup against the Jaguars, fans are rightfully optimistic, but also realistic about the challenges ahead. They know that every game counts, and that the true test of champions is how they respond when faced with setbacks. So stay tuned, stay engaged, and keep supporting your 49ers. This season is far from over, and the story is still being written. The resilience of this team, combined with their talent and coaching, could very well lead them to an incredible postseason run. Remember, in the NFL, anything can happen, and the 49ers have shown time and again that they're a team capable of rising from the ashes, no matter the obstacles. Whether it's making bold strategic adjustments, relying on their leaders like Warner, or simply stepping up collectively, this team has all the ingredients to keep fighting for that Super Bowl dream. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news.